It's time for Did You Watch It?
How does this show work? We watch what we like, we talk about what we watch, and maybe you'll like what you hear. I'm Liz.
And I'm Neil.
Last night we watched episode 4 of I Want to Marry Harry. The show aired on Tuesday, June 10th, 2014. Here's what we thought about it.
This week's show is only an hour, right?
Yeah, aren't they always an hour?
Yeah, but especially this week, this was like, I don't know, Harry concentrate. There was just so much stuff going on.
I know. It seemed like it was moving faster for some reason. Like
the
pace
it was moving faster and it was way busier.
Yeah.
The story arcs were just going crazy.
Yes.
And I think part of the reason was the fact that Karina's audience with Sir was split up into so many different parts.
Yeah, it seemed like they spent like an entire day and an entire night together. And I don't think we've seen that before. We've just seen kind of a date, right?
Yeah, exactly. It started out with breakfast.
Yes.
In Sir's room, which was rather cozy. And then he had to excuse himself to go to the loo.
Yes, of course he did.
While he was in the loo, Karina looked past his chair and noticed that there was a picture.
Strategically placed, of course.
Of two gentlemen. One clearly Sir, and the other was someone dressed like him who happened to look like him. And, she kind of recognized him, but decided to wait until he returned to the room to ask him about it.
I was just shocked that with him out of the room, she just got right up and went over and checked it out for herself. She just seems like she'd be so kind of afraid to take that step and do it. And,
well, we don't know how long he was in there.
That's true.
It could have been a half hour. After breakfast, she goes back to the gaggle.
And it was cute when she said, I don't know if I should tell them or not, or maybe does he want to tell them himself?
Yeah,
I thought that was kind of cute.
That was cute. Karina definitely gets cute points.
Yeah, totally.
So then Kingsley gathers the ladies together.
Yes.
And informs them that they're going to spend some time with the horses.
Yes.
Some of them are going to be riders, and others are going to be mucking the stables.
Yeah, they were not happy about that.
Oh, it was hilarious.
It was. But I confess, I would probably have been one of those girls who's like, oh my gosh, really?
Yes, nice.
I would not be embracing the poop.
So the riders for this jaunt were Chelsea and Maggie, and all of the other ladies, except for Karina, got to muck.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's so funny. Rose was hilarious. I did not sign up for this. This is not a romantic adventure. Oh, my gosh.
I wonder what they told these girls, really. I mean, in the beginning, how did they describe it? When she says, I didn't sign up for this, well, I wonder what they did sign up for.
Yeah, exactly.
It kind of begs that question, right? I kind of want to know.
Yeah, exactly. So the two girls change into their riding crops or whatever, the stirrup pants, whatever they wear. I don't know what they wear. Their riding gear. Yeah. And the other girls got to change into overalls.
Yes, matching overalls.
Matching overalls, but of course. And Matt can't ride, of course.
I gotta say, Matt is really doing a good job at keeping up the ruse.
Yes.
I'm so impressed. He's been so chill, and I really give him props for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even when Chelsea was kind of grilling him when they were like riding on their way to their little picnic area, her questions were very pointed, very direct. Have you ever dated a black girl? Well, no, actually. But color doesn't enter into it.
I know. I loved his answer, though. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was very good. I was happy with it. Annalisa was just so fun. These hands are not made to do mucking.
Oh, my gosh. She was not happy. She was, I think, the most vocal of all of them.
Yes.
I mean, everybody was pretty vocal, but Annalisa was just on a whole nother level.
Well, you know what? Now that I think of it, I think Kelly was the most vocal of all because she was in it. And she was like, look, does Sir want his lady to be able to help him do this?
Well, she was the most vocal, but Annalisa was the most vocal about not liking it.
She was not shy about expressing her displeasure.
Oh my gosh, Kelly, she has a plan.
Yes, she does. She is determined. She is bound and determined. And there's Megan. Megan is so fun. There goes Kelly, shoving away like a happy camper. Gonna get her Prince Charming. Yeah, that was hilarious.
I know.
Oh my
Megan
God.
doing a Kelly impression is pretty funny.
Karina was standing by with her scarf and her little jacket, and
Yes.
she awarded the MVP to Kelly, to which Megan immediately replied, "Most valuable pooper scooper."
Yes, she did.
The riders finally arrive at their destination to have a picnic with Sir among the hay bales,
Yes.
which was rather quaint.
Totally quaint.
They're good on quaint. I thought it was very interesting that Sir offered the ladies either cider or beer.
Yeah.
Guess what Maggie
We knew
picked?
where that was going.
Oh yeah, American girls have a thing about drinking.
Of course.
Yeah, Chelsea did not hold back, taking the opportunity to just remind Maggie that, oh yeah, she's a drunkity drunk.
Yeah, it was so in your face. And, I must say, if you were Maggie and totally unaware of kind of how you come off when you've been drinking too much, I could see where it would kind of hurt her feelings. That wasn't nice. But yeah, Chelsea just seized that moment for sure.
Oh yeah, dropping dimes like a bottomless payphone. Afterwards, back at the castle, Maggie did not hide her displeasure at being outed in such a rude and untoward way.
And this seemed to go on forever.
And I appreciate that Chelsea called Maggie out for being a drunk.
Yeah.
Because one, she is, and two, that's a local call. I'm just saying. No big expense there.
Yeah.
Everybody and their grandmother knows it. And then there's Megan in between them. She's like munching on her bonbons like she's got a seat on the net at Wimbledon, just going back and forth and just watching.
Oh, I know. Just sitting in the middle. She had her hands up under her chin.
Oh, yeah.
I
She was
cracking
eating
up.
it up. I mean, oh, God.
Well, because for once, the controversy doesn't surround her.
Yes, and she's enjoying it. She is reveling in the fact that I have nothing to do with this.
Exactly.
This is not me. I am exempt.
Would you say that was this week's Megan moment?
Oh, no.
You've got more.
I have this week's Megan moment.
All right.
Worry not. The Donnybrook continues during and after dinner, we find out. They go upstairs, retire to their rooms, and the roustabout just continues.
Yeah.
Maggie and Chelsea, back and forth. Da-da-da-da-da. Matt's looking over his shoulder, and I know he's thinking, American girls have a thing about volume.
Yes. And might I just say, your fake English accent is really pretty good.
Thank you very much.
I have to give you props for that.
I have YouTube to thank for that.
Okay.
I have been studying because,
You have?
because I want to be respectful.
Yes, please.
So the next day, Karina's audience continues, this time with a helicopter ride to London.
Yeah. She was grinning so much. It was so cute.
Her eyes barely open.
Yes.
The entire time because she was grinning so much.
Yeah.
And during their boat ride on the Thames, I'm presuming that it was the Thames since they were in London.
Yes.
Some fans appear on the bridges and they go, "We love you, Harry!" as they're riding past.
Could they have gotten more than 2 girls? I mean, come on. If this was real, there would have been many more people on the bridge.
Right. But you didn't want to overdo it. Because, it's like they're just friends walking down and they just happen to be looking out over the river and they see the boat and it's like, oh my God, there's the red hair. Oh my God, that's Harry, we love you. Yeah, I totally see it. Karina finally leans in and Matt gets his kiss.
Yeah, and that was the beginning of the kiss fest.
Oh yeah, Karina did a lot of leaning in.
It just kept going and going and going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Props to Matt for throwing a little bit of caliente with the little Spanish that he threw in there.
What was it that he said? Oh, something about your eyes.
I don't know. I have to have your eyes for lunch. Or you have the most beautiful eyes. This is me guessing because I usually compliment in English. Meanwhile, back at the castle, Annalisa throwing the big bucket of ice water. He's not Prince Harry. The nose is wrong.
And I don't see very many freckles.
I'm telling you, like we have an authority on Prince Harry among this group.
She was pretty tenacious about this. She just wouldn't let it go.
Yeah, I have a little something to say about her tenacity when they have their little moment later on.
Okay.
Props to Jacqueline for throwing her drinking buddy under the bus when Maggie went all Stockholm Syndrome with Annalisa toward Chelsea by adopting that mean girl stance.
Okay.
I appreciate that Jacqueline just like said, yeah, that wasn't cool. Well, because remember when Jacqueline basically came to Maggie's defense because Megan and Annalisa were being the mean girls toward Maggie?
Okay.
So now here's Maggie and Annalisa basically doing the exact same thing toward Chelsea.
I gotcha.
Because Chelsea dropped the D word
Yeah.
about Maggie earlier that evening.
Yeah, she didn't hold back.
No, and that was good. I was very glad, that she gave it as good as she got it.
Yeah, I'm not so much a fan of the clapping and pump your brakes in your face kind of thing. But yeah, she wouldn't back down.
So Karina comes back from the date with Sir.
Yes.
And she comes into the room and everybody's like, ah! And so she proceeds to go into a detailed description of the fact that they not only kissed, but there was tongue.
I know. What is with these girls? They want to tell every little detail? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And once again, Maggie's jealous because everyone's kissing him but her.
Well, she wasn't the only one that was jealous.
Oh yeah, this is true.
The entire room was just seething with envy.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
So then we move on to dinner, and Chelsea just decides she's out. She's not going to show up for dinner.
Well, just her explanation of that, just being so irritated, and being irritated to the point of not being able to control how you respond, I don't get that. She's 21.
Yeah.
Where's all that anger coming from? Like, what has she been through? Well, that's a whole nother show.
Thank you. That's a whole nother show and the month of February. So they're talking about the fact that Chelsea's not there, and then they continue their rampant speculation about what Sir sees, what he doesn't see, and Kingsley, going and telling him and reporting back to him, and So Kingsley comes in and informs Miss Karina that Sir would like to share drinks in his boudoir.
Yeah, this kind of surprised me.
Yeah,
right?
It was
this
different.
Is the first time that we've seen something like this.
Yeah, I mean, he's got it bad for Karina. I get it. But to your argument before, he does like a little bit of naughty, and we will see where that factors in later on.
But we know there's major, major chemistry between the two of them.
Poor Kelly.
Poor Kelly.
Poor Kelly. It's hard to hear when they have great makeout sessions.
Oh my gosh.
And then Maggie, I know, Kelly, I know. I get really jealous too.
I know. And then Rose, too, was chiming in, not happy about him making out with everybody else.
Yeah, Kelly had a big-ass bottle of wine tonight. I'm sick of this. I just want to spend time with him. I want to be in the crown suite. I'm tired of sitting in the corner and not being given a chance.
Oh, I know. Fair. When she said when she said, I'm tired of being in the corner and not being given a chance, I thought that's more of a commentary on probably her life, not just what we've seen at the castle.
Oh my God.
Oh,
she needs a new notebook.
There was some pain in those eyes. I just wanted to give her a hug.
I'm telling you, she's the new Leah.
She is the new Leah.
Yeah, Megan was saying, well, if they get intimate tonight, then good for them.
I know.
And Annalisa, because I'm telling you, the wine was flowing. And Annalisa, just tell us how big it is. That's all we want to know.
This is where the conversation kind of derailed.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, this was a prime candidate for the Megan moment of the evening.
Yeah.
Okay, but it got beat later on. Here's Megan saying, 6 feet, 6 figures, 6 inches.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
After everybody, kind of slept it off or whatever, Chelsea requested a private audience with Sir.
Yeah.
And this is literally after nobody had seen her for like a day. And so she told Sir that, just because of all the stuff that was going on in the house, she just didn't feel that she could continue.
Yeah. And you saw Matt's, I feel like it was really genuine disappointment.
Yes.
That she was leaving. Because I feel like he wanted to get to know her.
Well, hello. Twerking, yes. Quite, yes.
Exactly. After he's seen that, I think, he was probably a little curious.
Yeah, because, I'm telling you, it definitely affects the back ratio in the house.
Gotcha.
With her leaving.
He's gonna miss that, for sure.
Yeah, he could probably just pop over to the Victrola and put on a copy of Sir Mix-a-Lot and just wonder. What could have been. So later on, Kingsley gathers the gaggle together and informs them that Sir would like to invite them to a garden party.
Yes, the girls kind of lit up at this point. I don't know what they thought the garden party was going to be, but it was like...
Because really, the majority of the party wasn't in the garden.
Okay.
We do have to cover this audience with Annalisa.
Okay.
Because I think it's important. Walked off, found a nice little bench to share some time with Annalisa. Okay, Annalisa...
It was kind of weird. First, let's start with the outfit. Loved the top, but what the heck was she wearing? Was that a diaper? Was it a skirt? Was it a triangle? What was that?
It was her potty pants.
But it was just such a weird hemline. I was completely distracted by her butt.
Nice. Okay. Because Chelsea's gone, so...
I guess she needed to kind of make a statement.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I'm available.
I know. It was just weird fashion choice.
Yeah. Well, that whole thing, where she said, I'm intrigued by you. I stopped everything in L.A. to come meet you.
I know.
What the hell did she stop in L.A.?
I know, but in her mind, she's a big deal.
I missed Los Angeles County.
That was a telling moment. No, she was relentless in this particular kind of quest.
Yeah, she was. And you know what? It became more about the quest than why she's there in the first place.
Right? And her whole description of what she was saying to him, I was thinking to myself, okay, who are you and what have you done with Annalisa? Because what's coming out of your mouth is so not what we've seen.
What it was that she was more invested on shattering the myth that he was actually Prince Harry than actually investing the energy to find out who he was.
Yeah, you are so right on with that.
And it's like, once again, I mean, given the fact that this show is like totally off the chain.
Yes, but that's why we love it.
But the thing is, I really don't expect any kind of connection, because I can say that here since we don't say it over there.
Yeah.
I don't expect any kind of connection, any kind of long-lasting connection to result from this show.
Which is disappointing, because I'm becoming quite a Matt fan.
I like Matt. Matt's a great guy.
He's kind of a cool guy, and I just kind of want him to have a really nice girlfriend at the end of this.
He's 23. He has time.
I know, but at the end of this, it would be nice.
Yeah, would be nice. Yeah, like I said, I have socks older than all of these people, so
I know.
We're good.
Me
We're
too.
Good. What's up with Kelly and her tackle badminton? I wanted her to have, like the shin guards and the shoulder pads and everything.
Right? It was the full contact sport. Who knew?
See, I didn't realize.
Me either.
Yeah, it's like, even Matt said, I think there's a really sweet girl within that crazy exterior.
I know. Well, I think she's just really trying,
She is really trying, yeah. Maybe, you know what? This could be a result of the head wound.
It could be. You're very right. It could be.
She's going through a dissociative phase, in a week or so, she'll probably be back to her old self.
Right. Well, they say when you have a concussion, you could become kind of emotional.
Exactly.
And we see a lot of that later.
Yeah. Oh my gracious. I guess they moved from the badminton court to the hot tub.
Finally, we get to the hot tub.
Hot tub with 8 women and free-flowing alcohol. Who needs to be king? It's good to be the prince.
Because there's a lot going on in that hot tub.
With the Truth or Dare game and Karina and, telling Rose that she has to do the chicken dance in front of one of the men in black.
Yeah, which was hilarious because I was wondering how long that guy was going to last. I think he made a noble effort.
But, this is the hot teacher.
I know, but in the end, he had to bust out laughing. I mean, can you blame him? Because it was pretty ridiculous.
Which brings us to this week's Megan moment.
Okay, I think I have a different Megan moment than you do.
I wish I had music for this.
Okay.
Because, so she says, I'm sitting directly across from Babe and he's eye humping me.
Yes, okay, so our Megan moment is the same.
It's the same, but it's not just in what she said, okay? The fact that she's engaging in eye sex and she's playing footsie with him in a hot tub with 7 other girls?
With 7 other girls. But come on, this terminology...
Only Megan.
We need a Megan Thesaurus.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great. The eye sex. I have never heard that before.
I have never heard that either, but I'm telling you, I will be using that again.
Yeah. She will have about 6 or 7 entries in the Urban Dictionary,
of course,
dedicated to her by the time this show is over.
With last week's Columbus moment, Oh, don't think I'm not
Yeah.
going to use that. I'm totally using that.
We get to tribunal, and we didn't see counsel this week.
No.
Probably because there were so many other interesting things going on, it would have just slowed everything down.
Too much content, and what in the world could they have showed? Because what was going on was just so much more interesting than their discussion.
Exactly. So everybody assumes that because Chelsea fell on her sword, the woman that gets called is going to automatically be moved into the crown suite.
Yeah.
So Kingsley comes in and he calls Annalisa. But then, he escorts her to the parlor. And then Kingsley comes back in. And now everybody is crapping a brick.
Everybody.
Oh my God. Kelly does the sign of the cross.
Oh, what do they call that? Genuflecting?
No. She crossed herself.
Yeah.
Genuflecting is
what
the
do they
bending
call
down
that?
on one knee.
Isn't there a term for that?
Yeah, crossing yourself.
No, I thought it.
Hello, Catholic.
I know. There's a term for it.
Yeah. Crossing yourself.
No, it's one word. I'm trying to remember what the word is.
It's not genuflecting.
It's not. What
Believe
does
me.
genuflecting mean?
Genuflecting is when you drop down to one knee and bow your head before you enter the pew. That is genuflecting.
Oh, it is? It's not the sign of the cross? I thought that was the sign.
It's not the sign of the cross.
Okay, yeah.
I can tell you about communion too. So then Kingsley calls her name. I don't want to go.
I know. You could feel her fear.
Oh my God, the pain. It was so painful watching her.
I know.
Kingsley's walking her down the hall, and it's like you just want to say dead woman walking.
I know. And props to Kingsley for keeping it together, because how could you be walking next to that and not react?
I know. It's just the chair is not electric. Okay,
It's so sad.
It's a garden chair. It's just a little patio chair. You're not getting strapped in, and the sponge on your head and the metal cap. It's just,
I know.
It's just a patio
the poor girl,
chair.
she's so invested in this.
Oh God, yes. Oh man. And so she's out waiting. Sir comes out into the garden. He goes to hug her. Please don't tell me I'm going home.
I'm going home. I know,
my
right?
God.
She didn't even
It was
wait
so
for him
sad.
to sit down.
Oh God. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But Annalisa got sent home, which was absolutely the right call. There were plenty of other reasons to get rid of her, other than the fact that she wasn't buying into the masquerade.
Yeah. Well, everything that she said to him during that conversation was completely phony. It wasn't at all what she was thinking or what she's been expressing. So I'm just glad that he has the intuition that he does.
Oh, and the loser speech. It's
Yeah.
like, it's like, I have a crown. He has a crown. He doesn't want to compete. I get it.
I didn't even think of it that way. Oh my God, did I just snort?
Kelly got chosen for the crown suite. So then they go to the gaggles room, and everybody's saying, oh my God, I know Kelly's going home, and I feel so bad. And then Kelly walks in the room, and everybody just screams, and they hoist her up on their shoulders. Like she scored a winning touchdown or something. Oh my God. Crazy. It was just a nut episode.
Well, I think they realize how much she really wants it.
So next week, they are absolutely ramping it up.
Oh, yeah.
Kingsley is telling the ladies that he is actually Prince Harry of Wales.
Yes. Which, yeah, I keep going back to the fact that, really, girls, come on.
I guess we're going to be seeing a bit of, how would you say it, the new competition within the house, or the castle, is going to be between Meghan and Kelly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't see that coming. I thought it was more going to be between Meghan and Karina.
Yes, I thought so too. But the problem is that Karina is princess material.
Yes, she is.
And Kelly is just crazy.
She's just smitten.
Yeah, incredibly smitten. The hopeless romantic. And, okay, these two could go the distance.
I'm just afraid of how it's going to end, though, with Kelly being this invested.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, we had to set up a phone call, every hour on the hour for Leah when she left.
We need counseling for Kelly, too.
We need to remove all sharp objects. We need to put mittens on her hands. Because it ain't going to be pretty.
She just needs somebody to hug her for at least a couple of hours.
She does,
after this is over.
Right. And a helmet.
That's our time for today. You can follow us on Twitter at @DidTheLetterU.Watch-It. You can also find us at iTunes. Let us know what you think. Thank you for listening.